Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a review for you. This time we have this age 7 rated Davor Suker card. Now, I got him out of my icon pack, the max 87 one, which I imagine a lot of you that are watching this video will have done as well. And at the time I had mixed opinions because he's obviously not the worst, but he's also not the best. So I'll go through stats then. So he's 6 foot tall, got the high medium work rates, he's got the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and obviously his preferred foot is the left foot. Now, on alternate position, you can only play the striker and the centre forward, which is a little bit unfortunate in my opinion, because that just means he's got no variety, which means he's a little bit harder to get in some teams, because a lot of strikers are really good this year, so you want a bit of variety, if I'm honest. Now, on stats then, so he's got the 83 pace, the 89 shooting, the 79 passing, the 88 dribbling, and the 75 physical. So on paper, looks like a very nice card all around. Now, most of the games, as you saw that record just a minute ago, I actually brought him off the bench. Now, if you think about it, 12 games, 11 goals, and 2 assists off the bench is insane. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So we'll go through playstyle. So he's got the chip shot, which is a nice one. It's very certain situations, but it's also nice to have. Technical is one of his best ones, and I'll talk about that after the positive negative side of things. And also, he's got a goal plus, which is really nice for the price. He's got a goal Travella, which I, again, will talk about after. If you do enjoy the clips or want to see more, please do subscribe. It genuinely does mean a lot to my channel, and I'll see you after. Peace. So, on to my other thoughts about the card then. Now, first me kicking off is the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now, this, in my opinion, is the minimum of what you want on the card. Now, the 4-star skills, obviously, you kind of want 5-star skills, but on a 100k card, you don't really need it. It's not really a necessity. It's not one of his main attributes that you really care about. Now, next is the 4-star weak foot. Generally, overall, very consistent. I didn't have any issues with it at all. Very strong, especially with that 90 finishing base and that 90 composure. He hits it on both feet really nicely. Now, unfortunately, Travella is one of those ones where it's only strong foot based. So, what I mean by that is, we have finesse shot plus, it'll do it on both feet. But Travella is only that left foot of his, so he can only do that on one foot, the specialty. But, with that being said, that weak foot isn't too bad. Now, the pace for me, generally, overall, it's not amazing, but this is where it's really good. So, he has that technical, as I said before. Now, for some reason, even though he's 6 foot tall, not even got the best dribbling stat, he is insanely good with that R1 dribbling. I don't know what it is or why it is, but he is just incredible with it. So, that pace doesn't even feel like slow at all. And obviously, with the Hunter Chem style, he'll be able to get you through and go past some of the defenders. Now, as I've already talked about, that shooting, very good. Honestly, as I talked about with the R1 dribbling, he can get you through into these nice positions, and that finishing doesn't let you down. Really good. Strong foot, weak foot, Travella, finesse, whatever you really want, he can do. For such a cheap card, honestly, he's got a lot of good stuff going for him. Now, passing for me, overall, consistency-wise, I didn't have too many issues with it. The short pass and the vision are okay. They can do the simple stuff, but that long pass obviously is a little bit low, so you do need to be careful of that if you're playing like long passes and stuff like that. Just mainly use him as a, not a hold-up striker necessarily, but like a get it through on goal and finish it kind of striker instead of that kind of stuff. Now, the dribbling for me, as I've already talked about, that R1 dribbling with is insane. That technical, I don't know what it is, just adds an element to this game, which honestly feels like technical plus, really. The agility feels higher than that. The dribbling stat feels higher than that. Ball control, it is around that, to be fair. The ball control, he can trap it nicely, but he doesn't have the trait or anything like that, so it's just pretty average. And I've already talked about the composure like that being very, very clinical in front of goal. Now, the physical attributes to me. So, he's got 77 jumping and 80 head accuracy. But again, I think that's another lie of a stat. Because as you've seen in one of the clips, I moved him near post to try out with him on corners. Since he's 6 foot tall. And he jumped really, really well. And got that in the back of the net past the defender and also the goalkeeper. So, take that how you will. I think that's a little bit better than what it says it is as well. Now, the stamina for me, although he doesn't have relentless stamina last you, 90, 110, I would say he's probably struggling around the 115th minute. But with that being said, with the right instructions, it's not going to matter too much, to be honest. That is perfectly good enough, especially for the start of the game. Now, the strength for me, this is one of his weaker points. He's 6 foot tall, but he's not really the strong as the cards. But with that dribbling and that pace and that shoot, you don't really need it, to be honest. But with that being said, that is one of his negatives, so you do need to be careful of that. So, on to the fun part of the review. The easy part, the part you will probably want to see most. It's the overall scores. Now, first to me kicking off is the pace. Now, overall for this, I think this is the most solid 8 out of 10 you're going to get. He's not slow, but he's not fast. He's one of them cards that just mid-range will get you through on goal, past some defenders, and also some might blitz him. So, it's one of them in it. Now, the shooting for me overall, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I do think that's a warranted score. Maybe a bit more shooting overall, like the finishing shot, power, etc. 5-star weak foot, finesse shot on a playstyle. But these are nitpicky things. He is a very, very good finisher in front of goal. Now, the passing me overall, I'm just going to give it a 6 out of 10. For a striker, it's not bad. He's got short pass and he's got a bit of vision. So overall, I don't think it's amazing, but I also don't think it's terrible. Now, the dueling me, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It is surprisingly good. Now, you may be like 8.5 out of 10, that's not even that high. But when you're comparing it to Future and that, obviously, they're going to have better dribbling because they've got technical plus, really high agility. Now, although this guy is better than what his cards that say he is, he's not as good as them. But he is pleasantly surprising with that kind of stuff. Now, the physical for me, the one that matters most is that stamina, and he does have that in abundance. And he also has a bit of jumping and a little bit of everything, really. Maybe a little bit weak with that aggression. But with that being said, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now, overall score for me then, I'm going to give him a 8.4 out of 10. Now, that may be a little bit low in my opinion, but comparing, as I said, to other cards, for the price, this is what I want to say. For the price, he's honestly one of the best bargain for buck prices, and probably the best icon for value of coins, I would say, honestly. He's so good, and he shocked me massively, considering I got him out of the icon pack, and I was not expecting anything, if I'm completely being honest. But with that being said, value for coins, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. I genuinely do believe that. He's 100k, links to everyone. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, got a good goal plus. He can turn. He's got pretty much everything you'd want for a striker, especially for a 100k budget. Absolutely get him. If you need an icon and you like icons, this is your man, 100%. He is so far clear of anyone in that 100k to even 200k range, I would argue. There's not many cards that really compete with this.